time for News at Noon on ABC 36 News Now.
Hey, welcome back, friends. It's high time for a State of the Union from our friends at the Woodsongs family. They have so much going on right now, including their efforts to bring music back to our neighbors in flood-ravaged North Carolina.
That's right. Our friend and Woodsongs founder, Michael Jonathan, is back with us, and he's bringing a banjo as well.
It's a prop. Don't be frightened. Don't change the channel. It's just a prop. It says you can't talk about music without holding an instrument.
And
I saw your movie preview about a musician that wasn't getting enough sleep, and I was like, how far-fetched is that?
Yes.
Where does that come from?
No surprise, considering all we have to talk about with you. But first, let's get into these. You've been on before to talk about your efforts to have instruments donated to replace those lost with our friends in North Carolina.
Yeah, we did that with the tornado in western Kentucky.
Yes.
When the floods hit Appalachia. We did it a second time. Now Helene hit, and you know, they're neighbors to Kentucky's front porch.
Yes.
They're within our reach to help them. So I'm glad to say on your show that Woodsongs has achieved the goal of collecting 1,000 instruments from 36 drop-off points all over the nation.
Yes.
Roanoke, Virginia alone collected 400.
Wow.
And so on March 9th, all the volunteers, Kathy Currier from Currier's Music World, and everybody's going to Warren Wilson College outside of Asheville, North Carolina. We're giving them all away for free to any of the musicians in Eastern Tennessee, Western North Carolina, to restore the music of the front porches.
Thank you so much for spearheading this effort, and you've hit 1,000, and you're still collecting.
Still collecting. Kentucky Theater or any Willis music store in Kentucky.
Okay.
If you've got a playable, good condition instrument, it does not belong under your bed. It does not belong in the closet. It belongs in a musician's hands.
Yes.
And you saw the pictures of LA and the destruction out there.
Yes.
When you're a musician, after the horror is done, you look for something to comfort you. And every musician in the world wants to reach for their flute, their cello, their violin, their guitar, something. That's the reality of music.
Well, we can't wait to hear about the stories and see the images of these instruments getting back into good hands.
It's going to be incredible. It's going to be an incredible experience.
Wonderful.
And you're also launching a new podcast, is that right?
You know, yesterday it starts. And
look at you.
a new weekly podcast. It's free. It doesn't cost anything.
Yeah.
But I get to bloviate about all the things in the podcast that I can't talk about on Woodsongs. The youngest person ever executed in America was a 14-year-old child who was so tiny and so small that the electrocution helmet kept falling off his head. They electrocuted him several times till he finally died, and then 70 years later they found out he was innocent.
Wow. Wow.
So things like that will be on the podcast.
Deep dives into those podcast opportunities. How about Woodsong Kids? You got a new season ready to kick off, don't you?
The third full season of Woodsongs Kids. It was a dream when we started putting kids on Woodsongs every week. It became the highest rated portion of the Woodsongs hour.
Oh my goodness.
And we were like, well, how hard can it be to start a second radio and television syndicated show? So we did it, and we did season 1 of 13 shows, season 2, 13 shows, season 3. And little Sarah Molly B. Cool is our latest little co-host. It's sort of a Mr. Rogers meets the Grand Ole Opry.
I love it.
It's a thing.
That's great.
It is a thing, and it's doing really well. That's
go
awesome.
to woodsongskids.org. You and your family can watch all the episodes.
Oh, fantastic.
Let's talk for a minute about this new motion picture that you're fundraising
because
for.
we have nothing else
Right, there's nothing else going on, right?
Is the Commonwealth powerful enough to create a major motion picture of one of its most amazing, incredible, unbelievable stories to happen in Appalachia that presents the Appalachian people as wonderful, hardworking, no Hatfield and McCoys, no hay bales, no meth heads, no cursing, chain-smoking people. These are good, amazing, incredible people, and this story started in 1915 and was saved on national television on another network. On national television. If you go to CaneyCreekMovie.com, you'll see the 10-minute video reel.
Okay.
The story of Alice Lloyd, and what she did in the Appalachian Mountains is incredible. And the question is the Commonwealth influential enough, powerful enough to create a major motion picture that finally presents the Appalachian people as dignified, hardworking, honest, and overcoming incredible odds to make the most romantic, misunderstood region in America a beautiful home.
Well, we've got to get this film made.
Yeah.
So you've got a sizzle reel out there. You're looking for support.
Good word, sizzle reel.
Sizzle
That's what
reel,
it is.
right?
He's a professional.
Yeah,
this guy.
a little industry jargon there,
That's right.
Michael.
It's a sizzle reel. CaneyCreekMovie.com. It's right there on the homepage. You will be blown away by what has happened in Kentucky that should be praised worldwide.
Outstanding.
Yes.
Well, we've got to see that make it to the big screen.
Yes.
And let's close out with the Troubadour concert series.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. We also do that.
Yeah, that thing too.
Tomorrow, Billy Gibbons from
What?
ZZ Top is going to be rocking the
Nice.
Kentucky
Look at
Theater.
that.
We just booked Chris Thiele and the Punch Brothers. They went on sale
Fun.
today. Half the theater sold out already.
My goodness.
And the amazing Australian master guitarist, who's a dear friend of mine. He's been to our log cabin for lunch. Tommy Emmanuel is coming in October.
Oh, my gosh.
And this is another volunteer-run project supported by Hybrid Spring Water
Excellent.
and 250 Lex and Kentucky Tourism and Visit Lex.
Wow.
And the Kentucky Theater's been a brand returning to our brand new home.
Oh, my
That's the
goodness.
best way I could put that.
Great to see Billy still rocking that
Yes,
beard
yeah.
too.
He is, yes.
ZZ
It
Top.
is. It's way down here.
I love
And
it.
he's got two incredible musicians with him that are famous in their own right, and I'll save that as a surprise.
Outstanding.
Oh, very good.
Michael, thank you, buddy.
you so much for
we
coming by.
appreciate you.
You know, commercial, community, public, commercial television. Hometowns need what you guys are doing.
Oh,
and
thank
I
you.
Means a
applaud
lot.
Channel 36 for doing
Come
We
back and see
appreciate
us.
that.
Back after this, gang. Stick around.